Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. It's Patty from pspapercrafts, and I have a fun project for you. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, which means I demonstrate Stampin' Up! Products. And some of our products are retiring, and I decided to use them. So I'm making this Sending Hugs card, and it's got this nice embossed little kind of label, sentiment label. And I'm using Eden's Garden. Now this is retiring and it's really marked down. It's under $10, so if it's still available. I like stamp sets that have this kind of thing to make my own backgrounds. So this is retiring. We're making room for products from the new annual catalog, which you can purchase from starting May 2nd. Unless you wanted to sign up to be a demonstrator, then you can start purchasing with the pre-order now. Let me know if you're interested. Patty at pspapercrafts.com. It's a great thing to do. I love it. One of the best decisions I've made. So we're going to use some new colors and old stamp sets. So the new colors I'm using are Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. And I stamped direct and then I stamped off. So I actually got 4 shades of green with 2 ink pads. Very easy to do. And I am using Pretty Peacock as my card base. I love this color. I'm sad that Evening Evergreen is leaving because I love that color. But this was one that we had a few years ago and I was sad when it left, but it came back. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is emboss this in the middle of my, not in the middle, but in the center kind of my my layer. So I'm doing it up above a little bit, center side to side. And what I did was I just used my scoring tool, and I have 2 pieces of Post-it note. And I'm going to start with the bigger one. It's 2 1/8 inches. You can make this whatever size you want. I'm trying to get it centered. So you want it to be straight and centered, side to side. You can make a rectangle. You can make, you know, a bigger or smaller square, whatever you want. Play with it and try it out. So this is 2 1/8, and then the center is the 1 7/8, and that will give you these two embossed things. I was thinking, and I will try it, of using my piercing pad to do like a circle, because you need something that your stylus can dig into to make it. So let's get started. I am going to get my score tool, and I'm hoping this is in, and my stylus. I'm going to use the fatter end. And it's hard to know where you're going to start, so you kind of have to eyeball it. And then if you're not in, you'll feel it. You'll feel whether you're in the groove or not. And you want to just go down, corner to corner. Okay? And then you're going to turn it and try to eyeball it. You'll know if you're not in it. You might have to shift it just a tad. And you're just going to go up and down. You want to get a nice, good groove in it. Okay. And then I feel like I'm off a little bit. And you want to make sure you're in it, because if you're not in it, you're going to go off. I feel like I'm not in it this time. You're going to go off into, like, you're going to be crooked. Okay, and then here's the last one. Just corner to corner. Once you get the groove down, you're okay. Once you're in the groove, right? So now we're going to take this off, and you have this groove. I guess this is the, I don't know if you'd call it the debossed or embossed. Now I'm going to flip it over because I want one popping up and one going down. And I'll decide which way I want it. So now I'm going to do this 1 7/8. And I'm trying to center it and keep it straight within the bigger one. So you want the border around it to be equal. And this may take a minute just to get it. Make sure you get it right, because once you start doing it, you're kind of committed to it. See, I feel it's to the left a little bit. Let me do it this way, where I could see I have the sticky on my left hand here. So how does that look top to bottom? Okay, now if you wanted to, you can take a ruler and measure it around, but see, it's kind of centered within this whole outer one. And I'm going to do the same thing, only this time I'm pushing down and the other one is pushing up. Okay, does that make sense? Get in the groove. I want to use the bigger one. And just go up and down. Okay, so just have a little patience with it, and then you'll see you can either have it with the outside coming up and the inside going down, or the other way. I feel like I missed something here. Did I miss a side? I think I did. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, let's hope this works. It just takes that little bit of making sure you're in the groove. Okay, let's see how that came out. Okay, much better. Okay, so now we can choose whether we want the larger one pushing out and the center one pushing down, or the other way. Let me show you this one. So this one I have the outer one kind of indented and the inner one popping up. So I think I'll do that. I like that look, but you can do it this way. Maybe I'll do it this way this time. Try it something different. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And let me get a piece of scrap paper in here, because I am going to stamp off. And then what I want to do is take my larger one, the 2 7/8 one, and I want to cover this to protect it. You'll see that I used this one on the last one. You'll see I have a few little leaves. And I'm just going to put it right onto and get it right in place here. Again, a little patience goes a long way. It'll be worth it in the end. And I know it's probably hard for you to see with the white on white. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm trying to get this. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, I think that looks good. So now the fun part, we're going to take our pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. We start with the biggest piece, the biggest image, and we're just going to stamp around. And now we're protecting that inside, right? And now let's do some Lost Lagoon with this one. This is a pretty color. I'm not familiar with this. I know it used to be here years ago, but it was a time when I did not do Stampin' Up. I've been using Stampin' Up products for a very long time, since the 90s, but kind of on and off. Okay, so those are done. And then let's do Pretty Peacock again. Only this time we're going to stamp off. So we're going to stamp down on our scrap, and now we have a lighter color than what we had before. It's a great way to stretch your stamp sets. Okay, and if we need to fill in, we can. And now I'm going to use Lost Lagoon, the same thing. I'm going to stamp off, feel like I don't have a lot of room here. Let's see. Stamp off. I'm looking at this. This is on the paper. Stamp off. Stamp off. Sometimes I have to talk to myself so that I don't miss a step. Okay, so let's close these up, and then we'll do our little reveal once we lift this up. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? And I guess I should have left this open because now I'm going to do my sentiment. And I really like this, sending hugs. I think it's a great sentiment for something like this. It's just very pretty and soft and nice. Okay, sending hugs. And then we can mount it on here. Very simple. Okay, so I'm just going to use my snail for this. My snail, my stamp and seal. That's an old name, snail. Sometimes you get stuck on the words, right? Now you could pop it up if you wanted to. Got a little extra thing here. And then I'm going to do my inside layer, and I'm doing the same thing. I just did a couple in this and one in that. So let's get, I want to make sure I'm using the right ink on the right one. So this was the Pretty Peacock. This one will do. I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon. And we'll just do this, lift it, do this. And you could even do it a third time, just to get something light there. And then we'll do the Pretty Peacock coming down off the top. Very simple, very pretty. I haven't really looked through the new catalog as much as I'd like to. I'm hoping they have stamp sets like this that you can do this kind of make your own background. So let's do some seal and put this on the inside. And then we'll put some bling on it and we're done. Very simple card, but I think it's very elegant. I think it would be nice for a wedding card. Trying to think of what else. I mean, of course, a birthday card. You can always do something like this for a birthday card. And then what I did was I put some of these are these iridescent pastel. And I like I think these are gold. So we just put 3 on of the small ones. Okay, so isn't that pretty? Very elegant, very simple to make. And again, you might be able to get this kind of look using your piercing mat with different shapes. But I like it. I think it's pretty. Thanks for joining me. If you need a catalog, let me know. You can email me, patty@pspapercrafts.com. And if you want to shop, now's the time to do it if you want to get some discounts. All right, and this week, till I had to look at my calendar, I have my birthday series, and if you purchase before April 16th, that's 2023, you'll get card kits to make 2 of my fun fold cards that I demonstrated on Monday on my live. This is one, this is one, and this is one. So if you spend $35 in my online store, www.pspapercrafts.com, there's a link there. You will get kits to make 2 of each of these. Doesn't have the stamps or anything, but all the paper. And then if you spend $50, you'll also get the embellishments that I used. All right, so just a plug, that's till the 16th. And give this a try. All right, thanks so much and have a good day.